Welcome back to another episode of Week in Review from Citizen Citadel. We've got 8 topics for you this week, including the 3.2.1 update, the return of Citizencon Tickets, and the Oretani system. So with that said, let's get started. So at number 8, we have the 3.2.1 update. This week sees the first minor patch of 3.2 making its way through the PTU. It's currently in its 4th revision, seeing the 3.2.1D release on Friday this week. It contains a huge number of fixes and tweaks, including tweaks to the ESP system, increasing the frequency of mission generation, and improved combat against AI opponents. These are all fairly minor things, but combined with a huge roster of minor fixes, it'll hopefully bring 3.2.1 up to a good state, fixing many of the common issues that have appeared. We'll keep an eye on how this progresses, but if 3.1 is anything to go by, we should see this patch release before the next episode. At number 7, we have ship sales. Both the 3.2 ship sale and the Drake Vulture promotion continue this week, though it has been hinted they will end during the next week. Citizencon Tickets also return this week, with a new class of ticket now available. Citizens can now purchase a co-pilot ticket, allowing them to bring a guest. The ticket costs the same as a standard ticket at $87, and gives full standard access to the event for another citizen. Citizens are only allowed to purchase one ticket, but this allows them to bring a partner, friend, or other person who doesn't have an account on the RSI website. Premium tickets are now sold out, and only standard tickets are available, and they'll be available until the 30th of July, so if you'd like to attend, grab them quick. At number 6, we have the roadmap update. 3.3 continued to be fleshed out this week, with the Hammerhead going from 29 tasks to 111. The overall progress dropped from 44 to 42%, with 150 tasks being added. The biggest winners this week are game object extensions at 36%, the Cast Arms Kana at 15%, and background spawning at 6%. This brings the prep for object container streaming to 80% total, and the object container streaming task itself began progress at 2%. The biggest loss this week was the Hammerhead at 51%, with Hurston coming in second at 21 and the rest stop at 10. As the weeks progress, we'll see more things move into a regular pattern. 3.3 is an exciting release, with Chris Roberts claiming this will be the biggest content patch ever to hit Star Citizen, so I'll be sure to keep you updated as development progresses, especially with Chris promising the release of object container streamings this September. At number 5, we have lore content. This week brings another double lore post, one for subscribers and one for everyone. The non-subscriber post covers the history of the ICC, a UEE department responsible for charting jump points and being the first on the scene for new discoveries. It's an interesting look at the history of the ICC and its autonomy within the government. I'll link it below if you'd like to check it out. The subscriber post provides a look at the Oretani system, a now lost system containing thousands of settlers. It's unknown what happened to them or if the lost jump point will ever return, but this post goes into depth about the history of the system and why we settled there in the first place. As always, I'll link it in the description. At number 4, we have Around the Verse. ATV continues to test out its shorter format, focusing on the 3.2 release and some of the dev work in 3.2.1 and 3.3. The mining sounds find themselves being tweaked and changed in 3.2, making it sound much more realistic and easier to pick out. New facial and body animations are being built out for NPCs to use in 3.3. The 890 jump continues to be fleshed out, currently working its way through the white box phase of development. The touring module for the 600i is making its way through the final stages of the pipeline and should be released soon. It houses 4 extra crew members and swaps the cargo bay for a large communal area. The Banu Defender is currently in the R&D phase, being the first Banu ship to make its way to the verse. The utilitarian halves will be joining their hangar counterparts soon, currently undergoing development for use on Hurston. And that's all for ATV this week. We're still very early in 3.3 development, but progress appears to be going well at CIG. At number 3, we have Reverse the Verse. This week continues a different style of RTV, while we're short on game dev content to cover. Jared assures us that RTV will be going back to normal next week, and I'll keep you updated. This episode gave us Jeremiah Lee, character concept artist, doing a live character concept on Twitch. There was practically nothing in terms of actual game dev content from this episode, so there's nothing to update you on, but I'll link the episode in the video description if you'd like to check it out. I found it thoroughly entertaining. At number 2, we have CIG events. Citizencon tickets return to sale again this week for those who want to purchase them. CIG aren't giving us the quantities this time around, but premium tickets are already sold out. You can pick yours up now at the RSI website if you want to meet the devs and citizens alike at this October in Texas. And finally, at number 1, we have the community overview. This week saw the community again exploring 3.2, trying to figure out which ships fit in which, and exploring missions and the economy. We've seen some crazy new bugs and creative ways to commit suicide, including running downstairs and trying to exit your ship. Citizens continue to enjoy 3.2, though there is surprisingly little community response on the Citizencon tickets. That's all from me for this week, thanks for watching. CIG have been taking a break from game dev this week, so we've had a little less content to cover, but things should ramp up again in the next week. Like if you liked it, get subscribed for more Star Citizen content, and leave a comment letting me know what you thought. I'll see you guys in next week's episode of Week in Review.